welcome back, guys, to day two of the Pinnacle, where we just witnessed Savjz will pretty much crush RDU with his Warrior and Druid deck. And now we're gonna move on to the other side of the bracket, which features pretty big names. We have Tides versus Xixo over there, and Xixo did qualify through the 32-man qualifiers, and of course, I'm pretty much gonna label him as like the king of qualifiers. What do you say?
Oh yeah, I think he's gone through so many qualifiers in the last maybe 3 months or so. Ever since
Right.
they've started been all these qualifiers for every tournament, and Sixa's qualified for like almost every tournament he's tried to qualify for. It's actually pretty ridiculous his win rate in these
Right.
qualifiers.
You
He's
could even
probably known
say
as like
that.
the king of qualifiers.
Yeah, you could even say that he won more qualifiers than everybody combined, which means he won every
Probably.
single qualifier,
Yeah.
right? That is
Yeah.
quite insane. But he has yet to win a tournament, let alone get to the grand finals. So maybe this will be the break for him because, as we know, this is the last tournament of 2014. So I mean, if he wins this one, at least he can say that I did something, right? In 2014, except for
Yeah.
winning.
I mean,
Worlds.
winning
I mean, that's
qualifiers is cool, but ultimately
yeah.
you want the monies. Gotta get the
He also
monies,
won the
right?
title, right?
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
money's in the title.
yeah, the title of King of Qualifiers is not as sweet as a King of a tournament. And of course,
Uh,
Tides did win a lot of tournaments, most notably the WEC tournament, which happened in China, and one of the better ones. We'll jump right ahead to the deck selection screen right now and see what these players are bringing. Tides is bringing a Shaman. Wow,
Ooh, so
it's
we see the
actually
second shaman of the tournament
and the
after
second
Jab.
only shaman because right now with these two the deck list that we see right here, we saw all of everybody's decks. So everybody's bringing warlock. There are no priests, which is kind of sad if I'd say. But
Mhm.
there is going to be a shaman here. There's going to be a mage here as well from Tide. So pretty interesting class choices here. And so yeah,
Yeah,
more of a standard one with rogue and the three classes that we see and then. So there you go.
yeah. I mean, you guys know or probably know how much I like mage. It's probably easily my favorite class,
Mhm.
and I'm always interested to see, what kind of mage decks he'll come up with. Tides is my teammate, but I actually don't know what mage he's running. So
Oh. Okay, so I guess you can be surprised as well. I mean, Mage is, once again, like you said before, yesterday, there's so many variants, right? One of
yeah,
the more crazy, more styled, I mean, compared to like Warlock and Rogue, those guys are like the most flexible classes. So you might see
yeah.
something weird like Echo or like
Uh-huh.
Unstable Portal. Oh, that would be amazing. I love Unstable Portal.
Oh yeah, and I also wonder if anyone's playing. We see that Day 9 popularize some kind of like crazy echoes of Mediv Molten Giant combos.
Oh,
Wonder if
Jesus
that
Christ.
will pop up in the competitive scene soon.
And of course, Flame Leviathan is
Oh yeah,
I played with that card and it killed
man.
me 7 times out of 7 times. Like
Oh
I just draw
wow.
it in the first turn and I go like, okay,
Uh-huh.
fine. I guess we're starting at 28 health against a hunter. But,
One of my friends has been like working on this Flame Leviathan deck for like maybe like a week, and every day, or maybe not every day, but he always tells me a little bit like updates about the Flame Leviathan deck. But he swears by it. Like he loves the Flame Leviathan. Yeah, it seems
okay.
really good in his eyes. So yeah.
All right. Well, nobody coup so far. Tides is gonna bring a handlock, and Sixo has a pretty good hand against the handlock, I would imagine. And Sixo, I think, is just right now wondering whether to use his coup or not. And no, he's gonna confirm. So we
Oh
are going to see a
wow.
first game with this
And he,
matchup.
and he actually mulligans the Alder Peacekeeper.
Oh, you're right. Oh my God, would that be like come back to bite him? He thinks it's a
I
zoo,
don't
and
know. Maybe it does, but
wow,
isn't Alder pretty good against Zoo?
outdoor is it
Okay,
not? Is it
maybe
that bad?
you can Alder 3-2.
I mean, it's a 3-3 against zoo. It's like what else do you want, right? I feel like that's weird. And wow, should the mini bot immediately play before it actually adds into the hand? That was pretty fast. It's still playing really fast.
Yeah, and we know how Ties of Time is known for playing fast. This might be just a race to the finish.
Oh my
What's
God!
going on?
Yes,
This
we
is just a
reached it!
race. It's just a race
Oh
to the finish. I bet this
yeah.
game will go like 20 turns, but it'll be like 2 minutes. They're like
So far,
racing.
it's
It's like
like
who can make their turns faster, right? Every
I
turn is like
guess.
1 second so far.
Right.
It's
So
just like
try to
the
keep up.
animations. Okay,
Oh
can
God.
Sixo follow
Oh
up? Keep the tempo here.
This is a crazy turn. He can actually just attack with the Light's Justice, equip the sword, and then greenskin this turn to get like
Wait,
an
do you just
axe breaker.
coin out Greenskin?
Oh wait, do you want to do that? Make a 2/4 weapon where you can use greenskin on the True Silver?
But isn't this even more damage than the True Silver in a way? Or is it
Wait,
not?
True Silver you gain an extra charge plus 2 attack, right? So that's
Okay, so
7.
True Silver's more, I think.
Yeah, True Silver is just a
Yeah.
little bit more.
Mm.
Oh, he does it
Okay,
anyways.
so he
He wants
goes for
body.
it. This way you're
Ooh.
gain. Actually, this way you're getting 8 damage on this weapon.
Well, -3
Okay,
because you only have
Monster,
3.
so plus 5 damage. So it
Plus-
is a nice amount of damage too. And this way you
Right.
get to develop a 5/4 as well.
Alright.
Wow. So Tides
Well
has
now,
to think for this turn, right? It can't just like make his move. Because
yeah.
this is a like a game-changing turn, like how you want to take this game.
Mhm.
Paladin can always get you down into molten range and then just equality. So you have to be kind of scared about that.
Well, look at this green skin. It's actually gonna gain a lot of value. This weapon is gonna deal 2 damage.
Greenskin
Perfect for
takes out the
boots.
perfectly takes out the Sludge Belcher. Good thing for
Uh-huh.
Tides, he has the Mortal Coil, and Tides actually has the Molten Giant, which is very important here as he's getting lower. Ooh,
Right.
Faceless. Faceless is in the deck, which is interesting.
Do you drop the Twilight
Oh
Drake or do you
wow,
drop
but
the
then there's
Giant?
the Owl.
Right, but then do you want to save the owl for a taunt, perhaps, because you're going in? Like, you're dealing so much damage. I think he's just gonna go in.
Yeah. I think you do take out this Drake
The
with the
owl.
Owl. Mhm.
Okay. And then
Because
you
the Owl
push.
is a very likely going to be, if you leave it up, it might just be taunted with an Argus or a Sunfear, and then you're going to need an
Right.
Owlet anyways. And this
Okay.
way, the Owl can't trade in with, say, your Belcher before he taunts it, before you Owlet. So
Sure, that makes sense. So now, do you go in with the damage here?
yeah, I don't know. This is really depends, right? Because Xixo actually doesn't have the equality, so he might just lose to like Molten Taunt, right? If you bring Tides to 10, but I don't know. I don't know if he has a choice.
Ooh, going for it. Molten is gonna be free tides, but now he needs to clear the board.
Yeah. I think Xixo just had to do it because his hand wasn't such that he could play out like a long game. He has almost no cards left, and if you just leave Tides at 15,
Mhm.
Tides can just keep dropping more and more mid-range minions like Doctor Boom, Owls, Sledge Belchers, and there's always a threat of Moltens anyways soon, just 1 or 2 more taps or 1 Hellfire.
Right.
So
You can have a kind of like a mini Shadow Flame here with the owl being silenced on the
uh-huh.
uh.
He can
So
remove all the minions except for the Belcher.
yeah, and I do think you want to keep the Molten Giant alive, right? I mean, that's kind of like silly. Oh, whoa!
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 That was weird.
I did not expect that. Did
No,
you?
I didn't expect that either. I would assume that you'd rather have an 8/8 out and them having a 3/3 Belcher than say an Owl versus not like a
Okay,
Slime.
wait a minute. Does he think that Xixo might be running a more aggressive Paladin because you have Greenskin? I mean, would Avenging Wrath fit this deck instead?
Oh yeah, because Tides is at 10 life, so this way he
Yeah.
saves more damage. Maybe he's scared of dying.
Yeah.
I guess for
but
good reason too, because it's actually pretty close.
It's pretty close, but yeah, from this point, Xixo needs to well basically wait a turn. He needs to drop Tyrion next turn, right? I mean, we don't have no silence. He already
Watch-
your opponent already used an hour, right? So I feel like Tyrion's really good.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Interesting. So Xixo
Breaking
decides to
instant-
save his Cult Master here.
Yep.
Because he also could have Cult Master and traded the slime.
Right. But now look at this board. Your opponent already Tides already uses 1 Hellfire and 1 Shadow Flame. Like how else are you gonna clear this? You're not running Dread Inferno.
And the big problem is Tides already used one of his Molten Giants too.
Oh,
So you don't effectively get to cheat out, more Giants here.
uh-huh. Double
Oh.
Sword. Not the best of draws. I mean, I'm pretty sure Cult Master.
Cult Master and True Silver. And you can suicide 3 dudes for all the damage here, right? Because you can True Silver now and use 2 dudes after, which is perfect, I think. A lot of draw.
Pretty perfect. And I mean, breaking your own Light's Justice is not the worst, right? I
Oh
mean,
wow,
Oh,
that's weird.
he wants to.
But he can
Oh.
just trade on the slimes after.
I think
He's not equipping his True Silver?
I guess not. He still wants to draw for a better answer, huh? Oh,
Uh-huh.
oh! But no.
I mean, is he okay? Is he gonna just owl this or save it? It seems like saving it, right? This Belcher's almost dead already. Might as well just finish it
Yeah.
off.
No, that's not quite it. So now he's gonna draw one more card. Wow, this Cult Master drew 4 cards. I'm pretty sure this Light's Justice is gonna go in. I think you want to keep the slime, don't you?
I guess
Oh,
not.
going
Just draw
in
as many
as
cards as
well.
possible.
Wow.
I would assume that the slime is fairly irrelevant here, actually, because any AoE still clears your board, and the slime isn't actually threatening any of your guys anyways here, so maybe he just wants extra card instead.
Now, is Anti-Keelbot a good tech? Good top deck, huh? It's like you
Yeah.
can use Anti-Keelbot Argus and actually kill the Cult Master.
Oh yeah, that's really good. The weird thing is the Knife Juggler is still going to be up, but you know, at some point you don't really have a choice, and you're just trying to make your best move. I wonder if he Draxus here. Is that a
Ooh,
thing?
what is this Faceless doing?
Oh wow, is he
What?
faceless the Cult Master to draw?
I don't think you want to Faceless a slime. that's not what you want to do. Man,
I don't
you have a
know.
lot of choices here. I think Anti-Keelbot is the card to go for.
T Keelbot and Argus seems like probably the obvious answer here, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of weird, but the
But
problem
you
with
die,
Draxus
right?
is
Oh, wait, no, you don't die.
you still have to punch the Cult Master, and then you're at 11 again, and with only one slime to hold down the line. So
Right.
I think Draxus you'll probably end up losing.
Jeez.
It's awkward, but it
Yeah,
looks
I
like
think
it
he
is
does
gonna
go
be
with
the
the
heal
play.
bot.
Yeah. So much aggro from Xixo, and all because of one card, the green skin, right? Like,
Green
the
Skin
green
just
skin
did
took up
so
the
much
belt.
damage.
Yeah, break the Belcher, did 5 damage, added 5 damage on the
Adds
weapon.
5 damage. Yeah,
Yeah, that is quite insane.
yeah.
Well, now Tides is back to up to 16, but still, double outdoor. Wow.
There's a really nice True Silver target here as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably
True Silver and
preferable.
Belcher.
Because
Seems like it's
Tyrion
pretty...
is always in threat of, say, getting owled or siphoned or both. So.
Right. So now Belcher is going to come down here as well. Tides is once again back to 10 health, and you already used 1 Molten Giant, so...
Yeah, I mean, you never play around there's no point in playing around Moltens, because Xixo knows Tides doesn't have any more Moltens, since Tides has been at 10 life for the last 3 turns. Or below 10 life even, so...
No taunts available on Tide side. So... You're pretty screwed.
Yeah, Draxus doesn't do anything here effectively, right?
geez.
Except take even more. I mean, if you punch the Belcher, it just comes back as a slime, and then you get another ping too from the Knife Juggler. What else can you do here? Do you just siphon something?
Oh, no, you don't want to do that.
But it's just not a great move. Oh,
I mean, okay.
Faceless on this. But unfortunately, there's a owl, so...
Yeah, you can silence this, right? And then hit the Knife Juggler instead. But oh my god. Using both of the owls when your opponent hasn't used Tyrion yet seems pretty crappy.
So...
Wait, actually, you get 1 damage off lethal here.
1 damage off lethal, yeah.
Yeah.
If only he had a dude, he could Quartermaster, but no dude's up.
So...
It's kind of awkward to go all in completely because of Draxus. You bring Tides down to 1, but maybe you have enough of a lead where that doesn't matter. It seems like even if you do make a move that brings Tides down to 1 and you get Draxus, you still win after.
Right. And I mean, playing Tyrion down here, it seems really good. Your opponent used both silences already.
Okay. So there's a Tyrion move as well. If you do Tyrion, do you follow up with the Owl too?
I think you want to use your sword. Because, I mean, if you're playing down Tyrion, you might as well just use it, right? So,
yeah, for sure. So then just all in? Or Tyrion all in? Sounds good.
Yeah. So,
This
I
way,
mean,
Draxus is not an answer, right? You can't Draxus here against this board.
Yep.
Right? Because there's still Tyrion that's going to kill you. Okay, so
Oh, man.
I guess just go face.
He's thinking of hitting the owl, maybe?
the Owl is threatening the Divine Shield, right? But the
But
thing
it
is,
doesn't really
if you
matter.
just go face, I mean, you pretty much force the Draxus anyways, but Draxus isn't good enough, right?
Yep.
So
So face would be pretty good. I mean,
I
he
just take
definitely
that
used the sword
face.
here.
Either way, should be fine though. Xixo's in such a commanding position already.
Right. So yeah, hits the owl instead, but still in a commanding lead. Ancient Watcher is just not the card you want to see here. So you have to tap for an answer, and that is something.
He can dwell some taunts.
Yeah, he
Siphon.
can just unsilence the Belcher, but he's pretty much dead again um
The
with the
Siphon is
Asher.
actually not saving Tide's any life because
Yeah,
instead of 6 damage, now you have the 5 damage from the weapon. So,
exactly. So you're just like effectively giving the tier -1.
but at least
Yeah.
this way you can use your Belcher to take out something. But
Yeah, but you're
okay,
still dead. So there
still
you go.
dead.
Xixo is gonna beat the Warlock. Not afraid of it. And yeah, Taz is gonna be down 1 game.
That's kind of expected. I think Paladin is one of the decks that is actually super good against Handlock. I think,
Yeah.
especially these mid range Paladins that are running. I think the standard list is running like one L and one BGH, and
Hmm.
then you just you can just go for it, and then you always have the threat of Equality Consecrate for Molten Giants. So the Warlock can't just play super aggressive and not respect, you know, not respect you and just tap
No
and
respect,
giant.
dude. Just do
You know what I
whatever he
mean? Like
wants.
there's the there's the classic way of just it's like the warlock against priest, right? Where you just totally disrespect them, just like
Sure. Yeah.
giant, whatever.
Ultimate
You know
DM.
what I'm talking about. You play
Yeah,
priest,
exactly. You don't really care what your opponent does. Just
yeah.
play the game. But
Play
now, yeah,
dudes, and then if you get low enough, play some moltens, basically.
exactly. So now against the Paladin, what would you bring? I mean, Mage is pretty good, I'm assuming. Um, just depends on what mage it is.
Uh,
Hunter, I feel like Hunter also does okay since Paladin doesn't run any heals now, but you still need
yeah.
that insane amount of draw, and Paladins have a lot of answers to deal with Hunter,
Mm.
and don't really think Druid wants to do it. So yeah. Oh, so we actually have a little bit of a change here. Um, yeah, we actually had a mistake of decklist.
Mm.
Tide is not bringing a shaman.
He has a druid.
Yeah, Druid instead.
Okay,
All right,
so
so
we
yeah.
were wrong about the two shamans. In fact,
Yeah,
there are
yeah,
no
yeah.
more shamans left in the
Yeah,
pinnacle.
that is kind of unfortunate. So that was just a little error we had, but it doesn't really change anything because it wasn't used, right? So
Uh,
Druid instead. So no more shamans in the tournament anymore because Jab is out.
yeah,
That's kind of
I you-
unfortunate.
yeah, I don't think that Tides will pick Druid. I think Druid is a little bit weak to Paladin nowadays. The mid range style is so strong against Druid with the
Uh-huh.
Alder and the follow up True Silver into like Quartermaster potential. So I think it'll probably be Hunter, unless Tides' Mage is also very good against um, you know against this deck against Paladin.
Right.
But we don't know what Tide's Mage deck is. So
Right.
what
Well,
do you
we'll
think
have
about
to
Freeze
see.
Mage? If it is Freeze Mage, how good is Freeze Mage against mid range Paladins?
I think Freeze Mage is good against mid-range Paladin
Because
because
they
they
don't
don't have
have
any
as much healing
heals.
anymore, right?
Yeah, and they don't have like a lot of aggression. I mean, sure, you can turn
Burst.
5 into Quartermaster, but
Hmm.
then you're still vulnerable to like stuff like Blizzard, Frost Nova, Doomsayer, right?
Yeah,
People
exactly.
are running Flame Strikes as well, and that doesn't really solve that problem. So I think
Yeah,
it's a
the
good pick
quartermaster
if
isn't
it's
exactly burst, right? You can go muster quartermaster and get a big board, but freeze
right.
mage doesn't care. In the later turns, as long as you don't do the initial damage, the board is going to be frozen almost every turn anyways. So I think that the mid range paladin is going to have a very hard time against a freeze mage with the plan of say Alex Strazan burning you out and just controlling your board with AOE and Doomsayer. So
Yeah. Well, yeah. As soon as the game starts, we'll get you guys, let you guys know. Well, we can see on the screen as soon as it starts. But maybe they're like thinking about some stuff. They might be thinking about using their coup. They might be thinking about like which deck to run. I mean, especially if Tides is not running a freeze mage, I feel like this next deck choice is really, really difficult.
mhm.
Like losing the handlock this early was not what he planned.
Yeah, you always definitely want to say, I mean, not save your warlock, but you want your warlock to do a lot of work, either bait out bans or, oh wow,
All
Tides
right, so
picks
yeah, there you go. It
the
is going to be
Druid.
a druid against paladin, and seems like this is a pretty good hand on the other side. And Tides' hand, like you have a coin wild growth, but it's also a pretty good start for Xixo. You have a zombie chow, and it's like the one drop, the only
A
thing you
two
want to
drop.
see at turn one.
Then you have the nice 2 drop as well. So
Yeah,
six has a good opening as well.
both of these
But
guys have good
I'd
openings.
say that Six's opening is only good, whereas Tide's opening is like perfect here almost. You know,
Yeah, you can also.
you have innervate, wild growth, and like the whole curve. So you have so many options here.
Do you Shredder here just because it eats the zombie alive?
It
Oh,
looks like
develop
he's
shape.
going shade here because it grows. Maybe he's
Okay,
gonna grow it over multiple turns.
right. Six is gonna play super fast here. I mean, you realistically only have one choice, I guess.
Mm.
Wild Growth is gonna come down here for Tides, and back to Xixo with hopefully a turn three play. Muster will be really good here, I guess. But okay, not quite. Wow, these guys are
Oh,
playing super fast.
Sixo does pick up this Argus, which is gonna be pretty useful, especially if the True Server doesn't have a target. Which I guess we know there is gonna be a target. So, but you know the Argus still seems real. Oh, whoa, Coghammer.
Oh,
Haven't
that's
seen that card
one of
yet.
the.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I guess you have to sort here, right? I mean,
I don't know. It
Coghammer
looks like
not really do.
the Argus looks really good because you can Argus
Oh
the Divine
yeah,
Shield and remove it for free in a
that's
way, right?
true. But what is this minion gonna pop out? It is going to be.
Oh,
Oh,
two.
that is
So that's
terrible.
not good. It's not the worst, but it's not good.
Right. So you would think that Yeti would be better, right? A lot of people say that Shredder is better than Yeti, like 100% of the time. But yeah, this is a 4-3 that turned into a 2-2.
Two
So it's like a
two.
4-5, but it
Yeah.
just nerfed itself after getting hit by 3 damage.
Mhm.
So one of
Like a
the
Yeti, the Yeti would have taken out the Zombie Chow as well.
exactly one of the situations where Yeti would be a bit stronger.
Mhm.
Wow, this shade is now 5-5. That's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, but once it unstealths, it can die to the weapon. Unfortunately,
Mhm.
Tides has to unstealth it because it allows him to hero power the Zombie Chow, and he's just under risk of falling way too far behind. So
Mhm. Well, there you go. Zombie Child is finally dead here. You're gonna see another shielder mini bot. It seems like a pretty good sword turn, but you're not playing on curve. Could you do something funky with a Doom Call Hammer?
well, you can Cog Hammer, and it almost serves the same purpose as True Silver because you get the Divine Shield in your 2/3. So you
Uh-huh.
can just instead of using the True Silver and just punching it, you can use Cog Hammer and punch it with the creature as well, and you don't lose the creature anyways. This way, you can
Uh,
develop your shield mini bot as well.
yeah. I think that's what the Call Hammer is there for, right? I mean, just like having good trades. But one of the
Yeah.
problems I think with Call Hammer is that you must use these charges before equipping the True Silver. Otherwise, you're kind of wasting it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And True Silver has a lot of easy targets because four is so much easier to kill a creature. Like this late in the game, a Cog Hammer being a 2 attack weapon, you have to think that it's hard to ever attack a minion efficiently. You know.
Mhm. Oh, Tides is running a Spectral Knight version as well. And the Belcher is going to be immediately dropped down here 603. It's like, yep, there's no card I can draw better. I'm just going to throw this down
Yeah.
out there right away.
Looks like this is gonna be a face, right? I don't
I
think
think
he should
so.
go 3 for 1 on. I mean, attack everything into it. Even though the lore is threatening the Belcher, once the Lord trades with the Belcher, it's an easy target for either a
The top
Consecrate or
one.
any of these two damage things, right? So
Sure.
I don't see a point in just going all in on this Ancient of Lore. Oh,
If
I
you
think what
are.
Xixo could do is maybe just use the weapon and go face the minions.
Oh, yeah, you could do that and just preemptively do it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you could do that.
It does make sense, right?
Yeah, it does make sense that way. It obviously doesn't make sense to like hit it all with all your minions and your weapon. You're giving the Ancient of Lord triple win fury, and I
Yeah.
don't think that's a good call.
No, I don't think so. Because you're losing, your Divine Shield and your Argus.
Right.
So let's see what he
Well, that's
attacks.
exactly what I was thinking. He's just gonna go
Okay.
face here.
Mhm,
I think that's
face.
a bit safer. You never know with like some shenanigans like Argus maybe. I'm not really sure. These druid decks have been quite crazy so far.
Yeah.
You can Loatheb and innervate something out like a shredder to try and gain back the board.
Yeah. There's no sense in saving your Innervate this late in the game, especially when you need board control. So Tides, let's just push out his maximum strength for this turn.
Right. Still
This
some pretty
protects
good trades for
Consecrate.
Xixo there. Yeah. Ooh, Belcher is a nice one there.
Yeah. Allows him to play on curve as well.
Exactly. So now look at the minion combat. What do you exactly do here?
Yeah, I think Xixo might not want to take the 5 damage.
Oh, it just takes it like a boss.
I mean, he does have kind of like a wall, so
Right. Yeah. Sure. And I'm assuming these are all going to the face though.
I
Uh,
would assume so.
I get. Yeah, I would assume so.
But maybe he uses the Divine Shield and
To
the
trade
slime
for
to
the
take out.
flip. Hmm.
I mean, the
I don't think you
Shredder.
kill the shredder. But do you kill the shredder? I mean, you're kind of like risking it a little bit, right? And what is? Oh!
That's kind of useless.
Okay,
That's
light
your
ball's gonna
The
pop
light
out
wall
here.
is the correct attack, right? Because if
Yeah,
you go
that is the correct.
face for Tides heals for 5, whereas if you go light well, it's a possibility that
Right.
some of the heals wasted on the light wall.
And also, you kind of want to kill the light roll too, right? It's a kind of like
Yeah,
a target
exactly.
savage roll.
Exactly.
So yeah.
The
Wow.
swipe is a good pickup here, right?
Swipe is actually quite insane. I really like
That's an
that card.
amazing pickup, actually.
Yeah. You
You
can
can
also
swipe the
hero power
Argus and
here.
almost remove the board.
Oh
Oh
wow!
wow,
Just
there's
using savage roll to completely clear the board here.
is that a waste of a Savage Roar?
I don't.
The
I'm
Savage
not
Roar
really
effectively kills 1/2/1 minion.
sure, right? But
Is that
he
worth
wants to
it?
save the light well.
I guess the
It's
2/1
really
threatens
strong.
the low tab, that's why, actually.
Right. Okay. And
So
the light
it
bulb
makes
here is actually
sense.
going to be really helpful.
Yeah.
So
Because
now
if you
here's an awkward spot.
this is awkward because if you don't kill these minions, then they'll start healing up maybe, so
Right.
I guess it's okay. The 5/5 and 5/2 is not that much different against Tyrion.
Oh, Lightwell is just so greedy, just healing itself, not doing
Yeah.
anything.
Oh
And
well.
man, you have to take 5
You have to
damage
take 6
punching
here.
this.
Because you can't
Yeah.
leave up the Divine Shield. It takes out your Spectral Knight for free. So,
Exactly. Wow, that was a painful attack.
ouch.
And this Consecrate is going to clear the board. Is this lethal right now?
True
Oh, 1
Silver.
damage off lethal.
I think
Oh,
True
wow.
Silver might take out the... Yeah, and then Face.
Face for 6, yeah, why not? The light well might just heal itself again. Who
Yeah,
cares?
exactly. Ouch.
Yup.
Oh, Light Will being greedy again.
The most greedy light well ever. You still have 1 more chance to draw something from Raw
Walker
Growth, but what are you
hates-
really looking for?
I don't know. Like, something like Black Knight isn't enough, kind of.
No, it's not. So there we
Keepers
go. I
and
think Xixo
Skither.
is gonna take another game with this Paladin deck. Wow, doing a lot of work.
I can't help but think that Druid is not what Tides really wanted against Paladin. I think
Yeah, I think
Druid
that's
is...
why we had such a delay, because Tides was like really thinking about what decks he was going to pick. And I mean, Tides could still ban out the Paladin. He doesn't need to play any more of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if Druid is the best answer to Paladin, and it's not a good answer, then I can't imagine how the other decks are gonna like go forward. Like,
Yeah, because
it's not-
Druid is a fairly poor counter to Paladin, and Tide still thought that Druid was his best answer.
Right.
So maybe his other decks are even worse, and that could mean that the coup might be coming out here
yeah,
next.
like once again, guys, the coup is a free win against the deck. It turns 0, so you cannot confirm the mulligans. But yeah, once you confirm it, you have to play the game. But before you do, you can use the coup and immediately kill your opponent. Like, it's a 0 mana cost, 30 damage spell in the face, which you can use once in the series. So yeah, Xixo can even like just ban something out, to be honest. But I don't think he needs to. Like, Paladin is just so strong. Just like, you know, kind of like get the warrior to face against the mage. You know, it might be freeze mage, and
Yeah.
yeah. So there you go. This is the mulligan screen. We'll see if they're gonna use the coup here. Xixo is gonna be playing against the hunter, and this is one pretty good hand against hunter. I have to say, Call Camera does remove stuff really easily.
Yeah, Call Camera does kind of rely on a minion sticking, and Owl might not be the stickiest minion here. You know, I think Xixo really needs a Zombie Chow or a Shielded Mini Bot. That way he can snowball the Call Camera very well.
Right.
Because Owl
I
might
mean,
just
keeping the-
die.
But keeping the owl is pretty good, right? I mean, use it against an Undertaker.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
stops Undertaker, and also in some way kind of trades against the Mad Scientist and the Spider as well.
Right.
Haunted Creeper.
Well, Tides is thinking really hard whether to keep this hand or not. If he confirms, then this is his. Oh, it confirms this is gonna be the game. If he
and he
loses
doesn't
this,
get
then it's
Undertaker or
over.
a
Oh,
good
yeah, that is
opening.
pretty rough. And a snake trap as well.
Ouch, two
That's
traps.
terrible.
I think like for Hunter, like a lot of how good your hand is, your opening hand is like directly proportional to how many secrets you have generally. Like the more secrets you have, the worse, basically. Because you
Okay.
generally want to pull out the secrets from Mad Scientist instead of
Right,
you know,
exactly. That's like a double draw.
like
Oh no.
one turn too
That is
late.
the reverse turn. You do not want to see that happening. But Snake Trap is going to do a little bit of work here. I mean, if Xixo does want to remove this.
Wow, and the dude sticks for Cog Hammer.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Wow. Wait, so do you go for
Just
face here?
if you want to avoid the snake trap, you can just go for face, right?
I mean, isn't that the only card that actually kills you? Wow, very smart, Xixo.
Yeah,
There.
just go face, I guess.
Oh,
I'd
very
rather
impressive
deal with
play.
1-2-1 than 3-1-1s, right? So
Exactly. So now Tides is going to be stuck with like facing an Argent Squire that has taunt.
it's
With
a
his
it's a it's Argent Squire with taunt, exactly.
Oh,
It's like
man.
a Noyatron in a way, almost.
That's true. That's
Oh,
with
it's like create your
oh,
own Noyatron.
create your own Anoratron. Well, I mean, Undertaker and Mad Scientist is gonna get punished so hard here with Consecrate because the Snake Trap is also gonna get procced.
Oh yeah, this is
Oh
gonna
my
be sick
god.
here.
This is pretty much a blowout situation right now.
hmm You can use. Do you use the 1-1 to proc the snake trap or the weapon?
Wait, but
Save
then you
your
can
one.
proc the Scientist and like snipe another trap, right? So I feel like you actually use your face and then use Consecrate and then you can proc the other trap. Like I
With the
mean,
1-1
freezing
after.
yeah, freezing a 1/1 is like amazing.
That is really good. Or even explosive, it's fine. To lose your like, you're never
Yeah.
gonna lose something worse than a 1-1. I mean, this is like as weak as you can get, right?
Yeah, exactly. And oh
Freeze.
wow, that is like the dream
Perfect.
situation. And we do see that Tides is running the tricolor trap, which is basically one of each one.
Okay. So it does
Green,
have
red.
Animal Companion and Web Spinner.
Oh
Gets the
no.
worst one as well, I
No,
think.
this is just looking really, really bad. Can't be worse than this, really. Oh my god. This could not go any more bad for Tides. I just think this is just terrible. Oh man.
Yeah. Well, the good thing for Tides is that Xixo's hand is really awkward, actually, because he has two Quartermasters, right? And they're
Right.
kind of weird cards here, like kind of dead in a way.
Oh, another sword is not what Xixo wants to see. So now he's
Actually,
actually
if you look at the hands, it's actually looking pretty good for Tides because he has Houndmaster follow up, and Xixo has no good moves here.
yeah, it's terrible here actually.
If he uses Iron Beak out, oh, okay.
Oh no, a 5-mana 2/5.
Ouch.
It's
I mean,
actually like a
sometimes you just have
6-mana
to do
2/5,
it.
right? It's a 6-mana
Because
2/5.
he wasted a mana too. 6-mana 2/5.
Nobody wants to play that card.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's the
god.
problem with running two Quartermasters. And it's not
Yeah.
even a problem with running two Quartermasters. It's actually just the problem with Quartermaster.
Oh wow, Tides is actually gonna choose to remove this and
Wow.
actually
And
get
now
with
he
the
doesn't
beast.
have a target.
Wow!
Whoa!
There's a
That's
target
so lucky.
Tiger time. Oh my
Interesting.
god. And
I wonder what happened if he got a.
kind of whips again, right? He
Yeah.
needs to, well, he needs to get a lucky juggle here.
Oh. Now he used the owl and then now the Houndmaster. You can't silence off the buff now.
That's right, and oh, he gets it!
Oh,
He gets it!
that was huge.
That is
That
pretty
pick was
huge.
game changing.
Oh, Tides actually has a pretty interesting turn tree here too, right?
Oh,
You can-
the owl for Tyrion.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay, so this move basically says this is explosive trap, right?
Is it going face? He does everything face, right?
Right, yeah. I mean, does it
Okay.
even reveal the tiger? Like, no, because it's an explosive trap.
Problem with Tyrion is that there's an owl, but Xixo can't know about it, so it looks like it's just gonna be a Tyrion.
Oh my
I mean, you
god.
could go
Tides
Sludge Belcher, but that's still the same as Tyrion. Like, why do Belcher instead of Tyrion?
you get double juggle, I guess, but like,
Not that
yeah,
important.
Tyrion's gonna be in play, and it's gonna be a pass. This dagger is gonna go to the face. So yeah, there you go. The target for silence.
Now he has a high main as well.
Wait, is he like start ending lethal? If he Houndmasters this tiger, and goes-
Houndmaster ping and then attack. Is that
that's
pretty
13
much lethal?
damage. That's 13. Oh, 12 damage. Well
And
math
then
is bad.
2 more turns of pings, you win.
And you also have
And
to think
you have an
explosive.
explosive trap.
Exactly. Yeah,
That's
that's
very
insane.
good, actually. I like it.
So yeah, you can just YOLO, you know. Just
I
YOLO
think
it.
Ty's is thinking about what happens if Xixo has lay on hands. Because maybe he needs to
Yes,
play a little bit longer of a game. But,
that's true.
you know, the high main doesn't look that appealing here.
But like
Because if you
Ty's has
play
been
high main,
behind this whole time. I feel like if you drag the game longer, you're just gonna lose anyway. So if I'm playing at Ty's positions, I'm just gonna go all in.
Houndmaster goal, and I think that's
Yes,
the correct move.
that is.
The high main just gives a target for all the minions to trade for before the proccing the explosive trap. I
Yeah, I
guess
need.
it's the same this way, but at least you get in more damage. So
Right. Oh, yep. Ty's decides it. He was struggling really hard, and when the mini
oh
has stealth, it cannot taunt.
wow, he doesn't attack. Okay,
No, he doesn't attack. Yeah.
that seems weird because of
Ah,
equality.
silly keeper. And now Xixo is in a little bit of a trouble.
Yep,
No
float dev is not what he
consecrate.
needs.
He has to Belcher here to stay alive, probably, but.
Yeah.
Ugh. All right, so he attacks first. I think he might actually wanted to play a Belcher first. Right? Oh, he might think it's like freezing, right?
Oh, is that a misplay?
No,
Because he
he might
lost
think it's a freeze.
juggles.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he's
I
gonna
mean,
proc the trap before playing Sludge Belcher. That
oh,
makes sense.
wait,
Because if
actually,
he
he can
does,
proc the trap in Harrison.
oh, yeah.
It's cool, right?
I wonder if
That's always
Tides of Time is regretting not attacking next last turn, because there is a possibility of a Harrison, and that way you
It's
guarantee
true.
you get the 3 damage in.
Oh man.
Ouch.
Oh, Tides. Yeah, he kind of like whisked back his head and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, god
Oh,
damn it.
Unleash the Hounds.
Hmm,
It's actually pretty important because it just threatens a little bit more burn. You know,
that's right.
it's gonna be
And
a
now
Belcher.
look at this. You have like Argus, you have like Belcher, but you can't play both, right? I mean, you can play both, but like you're not really
Yeah.
achieving much. So
It seems like the Belcher is probably enough. You are scared of Owl if you Belcher.
oh yeah, but then you already see one owl. Are you really that scared of like two
I mean,
owls in a
Xixo only
whole?
has 3 more turns, right? So if he wants to play safe, he can go Belcher, Owl, and trade and remove the board. But
Uh-huh.
then, you still die in 3 turns because you have no healing and the hero power will kill you. So maybe what he'll do is just load the Sludge Belcher, go face, and just
Uh-huh.
race. I kind of like that move a lot better because with no healing, you only have 3 more turns to survive. So you have to
It's
race.
true.
You have to win before 3 turns.
Well, you have the choose over here, so like you kind of get an
Okay.
extra turn there, I guess. But yeah, he goes exactly with the play, goes to the face. He's gonna whack with the truce over, but he's still dead to the kill command, if there is one.
Kill command is lethal.
Oh
So,
no,
oh
Sylvanas
wow.
is not gonna do it.
Is that game?
Is
Because
I mean, 8 mana Unleash the Hounds is not something you like to see.
it
I
seems
think
like
that's
Tides
it.
is dead because there's 13 damage on board and he can only
Right.
remove the Belcher, I think.
And what do you think about the Hunter's Mark and the Quartermaster? Like back way then, Remember the
Yeah, it
they were-
seems a bit of a waste, right? Because the Quartermaster isn't threatening anything. Just
yeah.
leave it up and just ignore it. Seems a little
Seems
bit
like that
better.
was yeah, that was I think the only play that was kind of questionable from Tides. But hey, look at this. Xixo completely stopped Tides 3-0.
0
And
Paladin.
I think that man, if Strife no, it's Strife. Strife. If Strife is casting the no. But if Tides actually used the coup on the Paladin in the second game after he lost the handlock, things might have been very different.
Yeah. Paladin is a really strong class now, mid-range Paladin. I think it's one of the top 4 classes right now. Like in my
Right.
opinion, the strongest 4 decks is probably Zoo, Handlock, Warrior, and this mid-range Paladin. So I
Right.
think
But
it's one of the
maybe he
best.
feels, kind of shameful banning the Paladin, right? Like, really? You ban a Paladin? You never do that, right? You ban the Warlock, right? But I think
Exactly.
that if you get 3-0'd without using the coup, then, you're kind of wasting it. And that's not, like, really efficient.
Uh-huh.
That was kind of a pretty bad. But hopefully, Tides can do something in the losers bracket where he is going to face against RDU. But Xixo is going to actually advance and face against Savjz in the winners bracket. We'll be right back, guys. But before we do, we want to give a shout out to the sponsors, of course, G2A.com providing most of the prize pool. Thank you very much, and Twitch and enjoyed or Yord. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yord. They're actually very great and spectacular at supporting esports as well. You guys should check out the giveaway that Yord is gonna give out. I'm gonna post it on chat. So yeah, maybe you can win a free watch. So just head to the page. Fill out the details and good luck with that. We're gonna also get some G2A giveaways later down the stream. But for now, we're gonna take a break. And next match is gonna be the losers bracket, where we see who is gonna exit the tournament. With Jab, I guess. It's going to be between RDU and Tides. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you guys soon. welcome back, guys, to the Pinnacle. This is the last tournament of 2014, like I always said, because it's like super exciting. Next year is going to be even better. But for now, we have a very exciting match line for you guys. We have Tides and RDU battling out in the losers bracket. And of course, whoever loses this game is out of the tournament. Whoever wins this one will move on to the playoffs. It's going to be to the quarterfinals instead of the semifinals because, once again, the person who wins 2-0 in the groups is guaranteed at least $500 in the cash pool. We see that D2 is already there. So, yeah, we'll see if Savjz or Xixo is going to join there. But for now, yeah, RDU and Tides, this is going to be an important match.
Yeah, it's super important. This is like basically the tournament life for the Pinnacle tournament. So both want to move on to the playoffs.
Right, and so we can see in the deck list here, Tides is running a mage again. We didn't get to see that in action, unfortunately. Hopefully this game will be different. And RDU is running his kind of list again. He kind of got demolished by
I guess they're both looking kind of down.
Yeah,
they both got demolished.
Well, maybe they're just really focused. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Let's just say down. That's kind of sad. But yeah, I mean, thinking about the matchups, thinking when to use the coup, I'm pretty sure the Tides really wants to like think about that now because losing a series without using that would seem. I don't think it's right. Like it's 100% wrong, right? Because otherwise you wouldn't have get swept, right? Even if you use the coup and get swept, at least you can say you used it. So hopefully you can use that a bit better. And we saw that RDU versus Savjz, they actually just use the coup as like a ban, and maybe RDU will like switch it up. But of course, Warlock is still a very very strong class in any tournament, really.
I mean, knowing RDU, he always goes in the tournament with a pretty planned out strategy, and judging from what we saw by his last match where he just banned Warlock at the start, it looks like he's gonna do the same for the rest of this tournament, is my prediction.
Oh, and it looks like Tides is going to use the coup on RDU's Paladin. I wonder.
Okay, so that's not surprising.
I wonder why. Do you have any ideas?
Tides is pretty sick of playing against this mid-range Paladin, I think. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I guess he realized that his lineup is really not good against Paladin. So you know what? Let's just get it out of the way. We didn't really get to see what deck he used. But he can't change it, so maybe we'll need someone to tell us. Like, it happened a bit too fast, right? Did you get to catch it?
I didn't catch it. It was too fast.
Right. So. But then, so yeah, I think RDU has an advantage now because he knows what Tides picked. So he can like actually kick a counter. And also, he is the one with still has the coup available. And judging from what we saw in day one, whoever uses it second is like a bit better. Like you can, picture things out, picture matchups a bit better. So I think RDU has a big advantage here.
Yeah, probably not big, but just a little bit of an advantage going into this. Yeah. So I guess RDU still has 3 of his decks, but we don't even know what Tides played, so it's kind of hard to say. Don't know the matchup, so okay, we're going into the game.
Here we go. So Tides actually led with the mage, and looks like whoa.
I don't know. What is this? Okay, this is my prediction. Is this is an echo of because I call myself an expert on mage, and I think this is a kind of like a mid-range echoes of Mediv based mage from these cards is what I think.
That is so weird. Like on the one spectrum, you have these aggro cards, the gnomes. And then on the other spectrum, you have like Argus, Acolyte. So you kind of like playing everything together. So yeah, I would need you to like help me out.
I think basically the way this mage deck works is you have a lot of like draw early on, like cantrips, like Loot Hoarder, Mad Scientist, Acolyte of Pain, things like that, and then a fair amount of small minions, and then you get good echo targets. You also, I think this deck might run things like an Owl and a BGH because those are also really nice echo targets, and probably ramps straight up into the mid game. Tides is running a more aggro version than I'm used to, so maybe it's not really what I think it is.
Wait, that's so weird. Like you have Acolyte of Pain in kind of
Acolyte is kind of tricking me.
Yeah, I think it's tricking us both, really. Oh,
Yeah.
Raph is a really good top deck there. That was quite important.
Perfect. Deals with the Undertaker. Really important to always deal with this Undertaker. Just
Right?
gets too big.
What? Okay,
Now a
okay.
zombie child.
So
Oh.
if the aggro doesn't work, well, let's do control and draw zombie chow.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is an Echo deck because usually the Echo decks go a little bit bigger too, and we see some bigger cards.
All right.
Like
So what
Sylvanas and Ragnaros and stuff as well. But this might just be a straight up aggro mage
with zombie chow
with zombie child.
and acolyte? Okay.
Who
Well,
knows?
definitely one of the more interesting variants. We didn't even see any big cards yet. So right now, I guess we're assuming it is an aggro mage with zombie chow. So yeah, there we go. All the face there. Still a big board for RDU to deal with, and Druid is
Yeah.
not really good at dealing with this kind of stuff.
I like Tide's decision to Argus there to play around swipe. This takes the Leper Gnome away from swipe range, at least the collateral. So
That's true. And now RDU is gonna swipe the zombie chow, get back to 5 health, and probably kill the. Oh, decides to kill
wow.
Leper instead. That's interesting.
Doesn't want to have the secret down for next turn because maybe he's, if there's mirror entity, a lot of things can go bad. All his creatures are weak to mirror entity to some degree.
Oh wow! You see the time rewinder. You can use it on the Argus like next turn, and probably get like even more value out of that creature.
Interesting. It's almost like a mech mage.
It's a mech mage with like Undertaker and Zombie Child. Like I guess Tides really values the Undertaker start, and really values the old.
Oh, Archmage.
Wow. Well, I guess you have so many spare parts that you run Antonitis. Otherwise, you would just run like a normal Yeti instead of a mechanical Yeti.
Giblin.
Oh wow,
That's actually a pretty good one because it guarantees it's surviving.
Right.
And the Giblin can take out Knife Juggler or the 2/2. So
Ooh, that
it's actually a pretty good one because this way, if you do take out the 2/2 here, it at least dies, not trades, or at least you get a free kill.
So I'm guessing you are saving this spare part for Antonitis, right?
I think so. It's too good to get a fireball, but Time Rewinder is kind of not the one you want for Antonitis. It's kind of weird, right? Because if you Time Rewinder,
you're kind of sapping your own creatures.
Yeah, if you only have Antonitis, you have to sap your own Antonitis. Otherwise, like, you really want to sap your own Yeti? Like, it's weird.
Well, you can sap a Keeper of the Grove now that you're Mirror Entity. It seems not the worst.
Ooh, Belcher. That's a nice draw.
Wow. So far, all these minions have Death Rattle. So Ty's just like search Death Rattle.
Archmage.
Oh my god. Okay.
Because Druid can't really deal with this easily, right?
That's true. I mean, at 7 mana, what can you do against this Archmage?
That's true. What can you do if you Archmage and just clear the board? It seems like Sludge Belcher seems fine as well.
It's a bit
I think if you go Belcher, you go face. At least with the 4.
Okay, so face of the 4/5. There you go.
Because the Keeper isn't really threatening your Sludge Belcher very well, so you get more damage in this way.
And the Sky Golem is not the card you want to see.
Nope. Forces out the heal, but this is like the ideal situation for Mage. Just get to pushing so much damage.
So wait, do you just go all YOLO face here and just maybe just rewind your Keeper? Because the Keeper can do 2 damage.
Exactly, and then you pick up a Fireball, so that's at least 8 damage from your hand after this turn as well. Right.
Oh my god, who would have thought? The best target for Time Rewinder is a card that's not in your deck. And there we go. RDU is pretty much dead here unless he...
Yeah, because...
I have no idea what he can draw.
No. Because Tides has 8 damage in his hand, right, with the Keeper and the Fireball. And you have to deal with this board, which is impossible.
Yeah, that is not happening. RDU is going to lose the first game. Tides, well, good coup by Tides, I guess, removing the Paladin because Paladin is the twig. And Tides is actually be on the board, 1-0.
Yeah, this mage just completely ran RDU over. It's like, he had a lot of strong, new mid-range cards. and just build synergy on Mad Scientist and Mirror Entity. I know like Mirror Entity is like one of the scariest things for Druid to deal with because of how it plays. You know, like Druid generally drops just ramps and drops like mid-range minions and just tries to swarm your opponent, but
Right.
that strategy is so weak to Mirror Entity, especially from a Mad Scientist. You know, you really can't get any of your like Yeti type minions Mirror Entity, so.
That's right. Now, RDU has a Warlock, and we don't really know what version it is yet. And there is a Rogue. So if I was RDU, I would be super confused to what kind of mage deck that is. I mean, looks like a aggro mid range kind of, but not really in a sense.
Yeah, kind of.
Really
It's like
confusing.
maybe like an aggro secret mage.
Yeah.
Maybe I wouldn't be surprised if Tides, since I don't know if he was going for a mech theme. It seems like it's just like a big random conglomerate of minions, like different kinds of minions, you know. So I wouldn't be surprised to see someone like Kirin Tor Mage as well,
Okay.
because we saw some secrets. So
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't seem like he had
Uh,
a mech theme.
well, he is running a lot of one drops, right? I mean, if you're putting Zombie Chow and you're putting Leper Gnome, you're running 8 one drops.
I think Clockwork. Yeah, okay, Clockwork now.
But how do you not run 2 Clockwork Gnomes if you're running Antonitis, right? I feel like it's insane. Maybe he cut 1 Leper Gnome or something like that.
Hmm.
But yeah, we definitely have to see here. The game is loaded. It is gonna be a rogue, and we see a Ragnaros. So more like the the control. I'll be expecting like double prep, double sprint here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
We did
and
see this rogue before.
yeah, and RDU is gonna play this match because he did confirm.
Oh
Uh,
wow, RD has such a slow
oh,
opening against Undertaker. Yeah, but prep
oh,
which does nothing, and then 2 5 drops and an 8 drop.
but look at
Oh,
that.
that's a good
There's a
one.
yeah, that is a good one, but not yet.
Unfortunately,
Look
he
at that.
can't
There's a
act.
duplicate.
Uh-huh.
Like that is insane.
Just more. I guess more like lasting power.
Yeah, and the accolade is there as well to confuse people. Really, they confuse us as well. So RDU at least has an answer here. You can prep the SI. I mean,
Prep
it's not.
that's
I mean,
yeah.
it's not amazing, but I mean, you're against like this mage who's just gonna keep on swarming the board and swarming the board. You could put just a naked SI there.
So you effectively you turn your prep into a 2 damage spell, like something like a backstab, right?
Sure,
Not
but I
really
mean,
backstab since you can't backstab the 2/2, but like a
uh,
0 mana for a 2 damage spell. So it is,
uh,
a fairly like it's better than a Moonfire here still, right? But
it is, but it's disgusting because you right now if you
now
treat it like that, you're kind of like saying that I'm playing a vanilla 3-3, right?
yeah, exactly. And
And
now you
vanilla
have no
3-3s are
sprint
terrible.
as well.
Oh my god, that is the dream, isn't it?
Oh, and what secret is that? Because if
That is
that's Mirror
probably
Entity, then
if that's Mirror
it's
today, it's gonna be
oh
oh my
no, it's a
god!
disaster.
Wow, disaster situation for RDU
Oh,
here.
and Ty's coin as well.
Oh no 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 no! This is gonna be the most insane knife juggler turn I've ever seen.
Oh, because you have Knife Juggler with coin as well, right? So you
Oh,
even the coin is a ping and a 1/1. Oh, miss.
oh my god! So now what do? You can he's gonna play Loot Hoarder, see what happens first.
Uh
I
huh.
think he actually wants to ping this. Oh my god, the knife juggler just
That
sucks.
sucks. Yeah. You can go Zombie Chow, hope to get a ping, and then ping
And
it
then
with
just
your hero
get off.
power. But if you get unlucky, then do you just leave that up?
Oh
Oh,
my
wow.
god! I guess you
Now
just
do
leave it
you
up.
trade both of them for it? I
Oh, I guess
guess.
you do. Oh,
I mean,
that
it's not
is.
trade. I guess, that sucks, but
And you also committed yourself to using the hero power because you have 2 mana.
exactly. He'd rather have dropped Acolyte of Pain here
Right.
instead of
Ooh, if we
Zombie
see a
Chow.
Phantom Knife? No.
No, unfortunately. Nothing to do.
Oh,
Oh!
you called it! You called it!
That's
Right,
right.
you
It
did!
was,
Wow,
yeah,
look at
it
this!
was.
And he's gonna get 2 Violet Apprentices for free?
Oh.
Oh
Well,
my god! Wow!
does he just play these Violet Apprentices?
You know, you think that all these cards are trash, right? Like Tide is running all these trashy cards, but if you duplicate trash, suddenly it becomes really good.
Yeah, it's like gold. Trash turning into gold. Okay,
Oh
so
my.
does he just play all those,
Well, are you
0
scared
mana?
of like a fan or something?
To some degree, but no, fan doesn't clear you. You might as well
Oh,
play them. I mean, these cards are so You're like, what are you saving a Violet Apprentice in your hand for?
I guess you save one just to
Okay,
be,
save one. Makes
yeah.
nice little compromise, but
There's an
looks
Advec.
like
We have to. Oh
backstab
no.
kills
Well,
the
I
zombie
guess
chow.
kill the zombies.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay,
doesn't deal with the big threat here, which is Violet Teacher.
wow.
Wow, Sylvanas as well. So yeah, it does go into mid range, like I kind of predicted. Sylvanas,
Okay.
maybe Ragnaros, and we also saw um, the Archmage Antonidas.
Exactly. So I don't think the duplicate is gonna come down here. Do you really want two wisps? I don't really think so.
No,
So
I think this Drake is gonna get killed for sure. You never want to leave up spell power, so
right.
it'll
So you
be
trade the
traded.
1/1s into it.
Yeah,
And,
1/1's hero
just,
power.
yeah, that seems pretty good. Well, I guess zombie chow giving your opponent health isn't really a big deal when you can just like echo one like more stuff. Eviscerate here with the Kobold Geomancer. That's pretty. That's okay. It's not the bad. Not the worst.
Good to take out the mechanical Yeti. Maybe you get a spare part that's good. I don't know.
The
Which
freeze is
ones are
pretty
good?
good. I think
Freeze
freeze is really
really
good. Yeah. Well, Tides also gets one. I think the armor plane is one of the ones that's not that good right now. And oh, Tides this did get the freeze.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. But I guess you can freeze the 3/3 and take out the 2/2.
Yep.
Maybe.
Oh no, another Violet teacher. These 1/1s are gonna come again.
The freeze. It's like a combo.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
wow.
Summon two 1/1s and freeze an opponent. That
Wow.
is pretty valuable right there.
RDU is really, like the funny thing is, Tides of Time doesn't even have Violet Teacher in his deck, and it's like Violet
Not
Teacher, because it's like it got echoed and duplicated. It's like the Violet Teachers just took over the game, and it's not even from Tides. It was the one that got mirror NTT'd into the echo. So
Wow, and the 1/1 gets sniped here. Tides is feeling on top of the world right now. This Undertaker is gonna get huge as well.
Undertaker, Zombie Chow, Sylvanas, probably.
Yeah.
I think you want to play Sylvanas here against Ragnaros. So much
You
tension.
definitely do, yeah.
It is a little bit weak to. I think Tides is thinking about it because of Sap, but
your board is
really
insane.
awkward.
Like, I don't really care if I
guess, right? You'll have like 5 dudes still after the Sap.
Right.
Oh, he's not playing Sylvanas.
He's gonna duplicate instead and actually maybe trick it to be something else because we didn't see duplicate before, right? I mean, at least RDU haven't. And
but can you really risk your 1/1 getting duplicated?
Yeah, because your opponent might play Dr. Boom and you might get like a Dr. Boom. Oh, he plays a zombie child, so that's pretty much saying that it is not a mirror entity, right?
Oh yeah, because there's no minions left. Like,
yeah, exactly.
There's no room.
Exactly. So it's just not gonna proc. Oh, actually no, it's not gonna proc.
Oh, fan! Wow.
Okay, that's a card.
It's gonna proc on a 1/1.
Yeah, it is gonna proc on a 1/1 because that was last played, right?
Backstab first. Yeah. No, the 1/1 was played first.
Yeah.
It's basically the first played, first duplicated.
Oh man, double wisp pipe.
Wow. And you get the clear.
Okay. Oh, you.
This game suddenly made a huge, like 360 degrees turnaround.
Yeah, with the Rag still being on the board here. Well, it's not a clear unless Rag. Okay, it is. Wow. Oh, you said it. You said it. Remember, Stripe? You said it.
Yeah,
there was a
BGH
with
Echo,
Echo.
right with Echo.
Wow. Wow, very good call there.
I told you I play a lot of mage. Like that's like my specialty right now.
That is your specialty. I'm not gonna argue with you there. There's gonna be another 1/1 here that's free. That's like a risk.
Yeah. And can't help but think that Tides really regrets not dropping Sylvanas last turn.
Yeah, I think so. Like, when are you gonna drop it now?
Yeah.
Might as well use the armor plating. I mean, what are you gonna combo with? Oh, Guide Sand, I guess. But now, using this armor plating just says that I don't have Guide Sand, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I think Tides knows that there's no Guide Sand.
Right.
Oh, what? Oh, okay, another one then. For some reason, I thought that it was RDU's turn. Oh, and Echo here on the Sylvanas.
Oh, Sylvanas gets drawn again! Oh my god, this deck is crazy.
Yeah, I've
Wow.
been playing a deck similar to this recently. It's very fun, basically.
Oh, it definitely is pretty fun, and if you win with a fun deck, the more even better, right?
Mm,
That's funny because um RDU thought he was ahead again, and now he's like super behind again.
It's the echoes. It gives it so much staying power.
Oh, if only RDU has a flurry. I think that's what he's thinking about. Like, if I get a flurry, it'll be amazing.
Sardi is taking out the Sylvanas here. He's going to lose his, or get his slime stolen.
Huh?
But at least you take out the Sylvanas. Unfortunately, there's going to be another one next turn.
Yeah. So it's just a lie. Yeah,
Uh,
it didn't take out the
but
Savjz.
you have to take the first one out, right? If it's on
Oh,
board, you can just steal your Lotheb.
dude, look at Tides. He still has a Violet Apprentice in his hand. Like, does he ever run out of those cards? It's like
Nope.
unlimited Wisp.
Uh huh.
Like, why play Dark
How
Whispers
many
when-
Wisps have been played this game? It's because of the echo of the div.
Oh my god. And yeah, he's still drawing so many cards. Wow. Oh, Artie is sitting there and going like, what am I gonna do? Am I really gonna ban the mage?
I'm actually kind of surprised about this turn because I would have really liked to see Sylvanas Argus go face. Like, Argus down, Argus the 2/1/1s go face, play Sylvanas. That seemed like almost a lock on the game.
Well,
Because
he's at 30 health, and you could
Uh,
always Sylvanas when Dr. Boom is played, for example, right?
that's true, but even if you get your Sylvanas sapped, you can just replay it later, and the 1/1s guarantee that the 2/2 taunts from the Argus guarantee that the Lotheb can't suicide, right? So there's no way to kill Sylvanas without it stealing something.
Yep, that's right.
Then
So
you
let's
just-
check what the secret is. We are in a very smart mode here. It is another mirror. So Tides is running 2. That's pretty interesting. Now, with 10 mana again, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, and I think that is the second BGH, or
That is a second BGH.
yeah, because
Wow.
some of these decks actually play 2 BGHs just because of the power of BGH and Echo of Medivh
Oh,
together.
is that something?
Oh, that's definitely
That is
something.
something.
That's a board
And
clear.
yeah, and the mirror is not going to actually do anything here. Tides is drawing. It seems like Tides drew so many cards with the Echo as well, right? Like, just
Yeah,
so many cards he played.
yeah. You can board clear by punching it, but you take 4
Right.
damage.
So wait, this mage deck has no Frostbolt or Fireball.
No, I'm sure there's Frostbolt. Maybe there's no. We haven't seen Frostbolt, but
Wow, it's
so
just a
hard.
zoo. It's a zoo mage. Look at that. We're this deep into this deck, and we still haven't seen a single spell. Well, we did.
Other than
Mage.
Echo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually interesting. No Frostbolt.
No fireballs too. Like, I'm just gonna play the control game. This is definitely quite
Oh
crazy.
wow. Yeah.
Well, I guess that's it.
it.
That's it for RDU. Oh my god.
Super
Wow,
cool.
what an interesting deck.
Yeah. That was interesting. I was like, that's why I was so excited about Mage. Like there's so
Uh-huh.
many cool things, and I was wondering if someone was gonna bring like a Echoes of Medivh Mage because this kind of style is people are realizing how strong this deck can be, and
Wow.
it's kind of popping up. So
Wow,
It's
good
cool.
on Tides bringing this deck to like it's the first tournament they ever saw this deck too. Like it's kind of insane.
It's a
now,
new deck. Like people are still figuring out stuff from GG,
right?
and this is like a new kind of style.
Oh man.
It's
Well,
cool.
RDU still has a coup available, but if you coup the mage, you have to face against a torrent of disastrous. Like you have Hunter against Warlock. Do you really want to play that? Druid against Warlock. Do you really want to play that mirror match?
Ah.
God, this is
And
terrible.
RD, if his Warlock has a handlock,
Uh-huh.
doesn't have a great matchup against this mage because of double BGH Echoes of Medivh.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I think
you're right.
I think this deck also runs an owl, so you can
Wow.
go. You can echo the BGH or BGHs and just kill everything, and also kind of similar on your owl, right, and silence the Twilight Drakes. It's actually really cool.
Oh my god. Well, this is certainly going to be very problematic for RDU. But guys, you are watching the Pinnacle, and yeah, it is pretty cool. We have a great production crew. Pinnacle is actually doing a lot of work. Slight is adminning, and of course, Strifeco and I are casting. I'm actually organized this tournament, so tell me what you think about the format and everything, and the invite system and the qualifiers. I tried to make this like a really smooth and cool tournament because there were a few tournaments this year that weren't the best, especially the ones which got kind of like rules changed or like stuff changed. So I kind of made this tournament, to kind of show how people should run a tournament, and it's going well so far. So thanks for tuning in. Let me know how you'd like things to be changed or whatnot.
And Tides has the big game already.
That is the card you want to see.
Oh, 2 Mountain Giants.
Oh my god, this.
So I wonder if Tides can draw his Echo, because then he can do the dream.
Yeah, but then the thing of like our RDU's hand right now is that I guess you're gonna Farseer here, right? And then you're just gonna Giant into.
I wonder if you just coin Hellfire. Is that possible?
That is possible, but then if you coin Hellfire, you don't even have a.
You get this. You proc the Mad Scientist, which is the problem, because it might be Mirror Entity, and then you can't.
Oh
drop
no,
Giants.
you're right. Mirror Entity on the Giant, and then you BGH it. That's like a faceless BGH on turn 5.
Okay, so Tides us to think what to do here. I wonder if he's going to suicide the Mad Scientist.
Oh,
okay,
seems
just
like
suicide
he's
Leopard.
not. Yeah,
I
seems
think
like
that
not.
might be a slight misplay.
Well, he might get duplicate, right?
I mean, but why not suicide your Clockwork Gnome?
Oh yeah, you're
Do you
right.
really value the 2 damage more than the spare part? I mean,
You're
do you even want to do 2 damage? Because of Molten Giant? Like, you can save that for the burst at the end, right?
And you do want to
Against
have more
Handlock.
options, right? I mean,
Yeah,
if
exactly.
you
You'd rather have
like
the spare part than burning this Warlock earlier, because Leopard Gnome procs it anyways, and you'd rather Handlock be a higher life until the end because of Molten Giants. So
Now, this is actually a very interesting matchup, and I think RDU kind of chose not to ban this deck because it doesn't run Fireballs, it doesn't run Frostbolts, right? So as long as you can have a taunt, like, you're fine. Well, that's an interesting load up too.
And Tides doesn't actually even BGH it.
Yeah, he's like,
Just
I don't
plays
care about it. I don't care about a Giant.
Giants. That's interesting.
Maybe
he wants to save BGH with Echoes of Medivh.
Wow! Going for the face!
Because RD has
Oh no!
Oh, and he plays it from the right too.
Oh, he plays it from the right. Oh,
because
baby.
RD's read was that no one's gonna play a Loatheb if I have a BGH. So he just doesn't even trade on the Loatheb, right? Because it thinks
my god, you're right. Oh no.
Then,
wait.
Yeah, Tides
wait,
actually
wait.
plays
RD
it
is
from
dead?
the.
I think RD is dead.
It's looking bad. No Molten.
No, it's looking. Oh.
Okay.
Wait,
Now
no,
it's
you're still
looking-
dead, right? No, you're
You're
still.
Shadow Flame.
Oh yeah, you're Shadow Flame. Okay.
So you're not dead, but awkward for sure.
Oh no.
Is his only move to Molten Shadow Flame? Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Oh wow.
He's
he just
taunting
gets
up,
the
taunting
toss.
up.
I think that's game, right?
There's another BGH.
No, that's game.
Is it?
That's game.
I'm not sure. I haven't counted very well.
Wait, so this is an aggro mage after all? Oh my god! This is.
I want to see
insane.
RU's expression.
it's like, what the heck?
Another one. Oh man.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
He's dead.
Wow, what a way to go out of this tournament! Not even getting a chance to use the coup. Tides is gonna take this series so quickly. Look at 3. Wow, what was happening today?
I don't
Every
know.
single game has not
Every
lasted.
series has been just like a stomp one way or
Yeah,
another.
every series is quicker than the previous one. First series was 50 minutes, and then it was 40 minutes, and this one was like 25 minutes. Oh my god.
This is my favorite series. I love to see this mage deck.
Of course you do. The mage just like stomping everything. And I think, yeah, this is quite different from Hype's mage, right? I mean, Hype is running the freeze mage, and it's really interesting to see all these different kind of things happening. So, yeah, there you go, guys. That was the series. A pretty quick one. We're gonna get the winners bracket set up immediately then, which is gonna be Savjz versus Xixo. Once again, whoever wins this match is going to guarantee themselves at least $500 of winnings from this tournament. And the loser is not out. He's going to be dropping down to the playoffs, which is the quarterfinals. So stay tuned, guys. We're going to be right back after this.